What up, though, Facebook? What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy, CY the Phoenix, dropping another video. Sitting here chilling, another day in the hood. First video blog, never done one of these before, so hopefully it come out good. If you like it, share it, comment. You got anything you want to add to, add it at the bottom. Let's jump right into it. It's called Why Are Good Men, Good Women, Why Are They Difficult to Find? I'm just going to basically, share my opinions on a lot of different things regarding this. Everybody says that they want one. I want a good man. I want a good woman. There's no good man. There's no good woman. I can't find a good man. I can't find a good woman. And most of the time, it's our own fault. We look in the wrong places. We look in the wrong people. We are not bringing nothing to the table. It's a lot of different things that makes all of this difficult. Personally, I believe that good men or good women are hard to find just because America, y'all don't like us. And the reason why I say that is we get overlooked, taken advantage of. The nice guy will always lose the relationship battle to the thug or the bad boy, because a lot of women say they want bad boys. And then there's not a lot of places you can go to find a good man or a good woman. A lot of people say church. Church is an excellent place to go when you want to find out what a good man or a good woman, what they should do, what they should act like. You'll see a lot of good examples in church. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of religious couples in the church, people that's been married for 20, 30, 40 years, and you see a great example of Jesus being the center of their relationships. A lot of religious people are judgmental. They are quick to draw up an opinion of you based off of either how you look, what you drive. Like, they're quick to formulate an opinion. If you don't go to church every Sunday, then they don't want to be bothered with you. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you don't believe this, that, or this or that, then they can't give you a time of day. And then a lot of church people too run inside of little social circles. And if you're not inside their little social circle or whatever, then they won't give you the time of day. Religious folk will place the word thug on you just because you have tattoo. And in their minds, tattooing is a sin. So if you approach a religious individual with a bunch of tattoos, they're automatically going to deem you as sinful. It's just a lot of deception going along in churches nowadays. You know what I mean? They use Jesus or they use God as an umbrella to cover up their mistakes. You know what I mean? And then they want to place God on other people too. Well, Jesus said you can't do this or you can't do that. Okay, well, in the meantime, if you telling me what God said I can't do, you're judging me. And thou shalt not judge is in the book as well. So think about that. A lot of people say school. School is cool to find somebody. And school is a good place to look. You're going to run into the busy one. You're going to run into the man or the woman that's always studying or involved with some kind of academic activity. So a lot of times you may run into a woman that's studying the same thing you're studying, and you may have a lot of common interests, but the problem with school is school soaks up a lot of time. A lot of colleges and schools nowadays too, a lot of the people involved are superficial. If you don't have this type of car, if you're not wearing this type of jacket, if you don't have this kind of haircut, then you don't qualify as a good man or a good woman because you don't look the part. You may find a lot of men or a lot of women that are in relationships in school because a lot of people date each other. Me personally, I never really had that much luck in school. The girls I dealt with in school was just stupid. I had a girl who was my so-called girlfriend and decided to break up with me because I didn't wear no brand name clothes. Also, my high school sweetheart, the very first serious girlfriend I had, cheated on me and then told my brother not to tell me. So school can be a good place, but at the same time, it can be a popularity contest, it can be a cesspool, it can be anything but a place you can find a good man or a woman. Percentage of it happening is kind of like 50. You know what I mean? It's like a flip of a coin. A lot of people say clubs. And why? I have no idea. Not a good place at all. You go into the clubs to try to find a good man or a good woman, you're going to find a good drunken one. You should never walk into any kind of club, or bar for that matter, with hopes of finding a good man or a good woman. The club is just not a good place to find a good man or a woman, period. Now, a lot of times, good men or good women are hard to find because a lot of us don't know what a good man or a good woman is. In my opinion, a good man is going to be honest to you. He's going to tell you the truth. A good man is going to tell you, you don't look good in that dress. You don't look good in those shoes. A good woman is going to tell you, yo, your breath stink, you know what I'm saying? Your hair snap, you know what I mean? You need to take a shower. Like, these things, good people are going to tell you. Now, this can be a problem because the truth always hurts. A good man or a woman going to tell you these things, and if you can't accept the truth, then you are going to have a very difficult time trying to find a good man or a woman because you can't accept that. And then, as human beings, we reject the truth a lot. We don't want to accept it, or we turn the truth into lies. Somebody can be telling you the absolute truth, but just because you don't want to believe it, you'll turn it into a lie. A good man or a good woman is going to love you unconditionally, forever. There's nothing you can do about it. If you love somebody, you're going to love them forever. And that's how it should be. Now, the problem with that is, since they love you so much, they tend to overlook a lot of negative things. Oh my God, this is the love of my life. She wouldn't do this to me, or she wouldn't say that to me, or he wouldn't do this to me, or he wouldn't say that to me, which causes a lot of problems because it's just like rejecting the truth. You know what I mean? Somebody can be a dirty dog, and this is what happens a lot of times. Ladies love so heavy, they get involved with these dirty dogs who treat them this way, treat them that way, beat them up, all kinds of stuff, and they still with them. That's just because they love them so much. That's, you know what I'm saying? If you love somebody once, you're gonna love them forever. That's just how it goes. But a lot of times we get love and lust confused. And here's how you can tell whether you're in love or whether you're in lust. When you're in love with somebody, it doesn't matter if when you met them, they had a six-pack, and then over time, they develop a keg of beer. Started off at 160 pounds and you went to 240. Like, they're gonna love you regardless. If you was just in lust for them, the moment that six-pack started leaving, you would have been gone a long time ago. There's a very thin line between love and lust. But love is not cosmetic. Lust is. I mean, a good man is going to be loyal to you. You're going to be the only woman in his life. A lot of women or a lot of men can't believe that just because, you know what I'm saying, they always are used to being cheated on. So once they come across that person that's proven to be different, a lot of times it's unbelievable. I've seen this a lot. A man that's dealing with just one girl, and the girl automatically begins to think that there's other women involved just because they're not in a relationship. You have everything you need, everything you want out of this guy, but since you're not in the title, since you don't have the girlfriend title, you think that he's involved with other people because he doesn't want to be in a relationship. He could have just not want to be in one because he either just got out of a crazy marriage, or he's trying to build himself up, or that's not where his head is right now. But he likes you. He doesn't want you to go anywhere. You know what I mean? So he's involved with you. He's loyal to you. He's dedicated himself to you. But just because you don't have the title, you believe that he's in a, relationship with other girls and you're gonna end up getting hurt. But he's loyal to you. You know what I mean? And the same way goes with fellas. She's loyal to you. That's what a good man or a good woman, that's what they do. They're loyal. So take the loyalty for what it is and don't make it any more or any less than that. A good man or a good woman, they're supposed to care about you. Now, fellas, this is where we slip up. We say we care about our women, but we won't do things like go to the grocery store for them and go buy their maxi pads, or carry their purse, or open their doors, or letting them, order their meals first, buying them flowers, writing them poems. These are the things that we can do to care. Now, ladies, if your man is doing this stuff, don't ask him to do more than what he's able to. If he's working, providing a roof over your head, and he's doing these things for you too, why get upset over small things like you don't spend enough time together? You're the only woman that he sees. Now, a lot of people say that, a good man needs to have a job. Look, half the time you will say what you want in a good man, and then you get this good man, you don't even know how to either treat him, don't know how to handle him, don't know how to deal with him. And this is what I mean. All right, well, if he has the job, and let's say he has 2 jobs. Now, a lot of women may start off with that being cool, but then over time, it may be an issue. Why are you complaining about how much time y'all spending together? Or why are you complaining about whether or not y'all go here? Good men, that good hardworking men, are going to be tired. They're not going to want to go anywhere and do this and that and the third. And then if you're not driving, he's not going to want to drive and see you all the time. He's going to want you to drive to see him. Needless to say, the issue's going to come up that you don't spend a lot of time together. If you're not bringing nothing to the table, though, then you shouldn't complain about how much a good man is working. Because if you were working too, you wouldn't have time to think about how much he's working. How can you get mad at a man with a career because at least his time is being spent working? Your time is being spent sitting at the crib watching TV, so you don't have nothing but time to think about why you're not spending a lot of time together. But you're not bringing nothing to the table. If you're not working yourself, why are you complaining about where's his time spent? Why does he spend so much time here doing this? Especially if he's trying to build a career. a career that you're going to benefit off of. You cannot say that you want a good man or a good woman and you're not a good man or a good woman yourself. If you're going to be a dog, you're going to end up with dogs. But until you turn into a human being, you'll end up with a human being. A lot of people say they want somebody good, but they don't have any good qualifications. Good people are difficult to find just because this world is covered in ignorance when it comes down to men and women. A lot of us are just ignorant. We just refuse to evolve. It's just ignorance, you know what I'm saying? Stupid stuff. There's no need for a good man or a good woman to have to wonder whether or not they are a good man or a good woman. A good man or a good woman knows they're a good man or a good woman, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, if you want a good man or a good woman, whatever you asking for, you gotta be able to match that. If you can't match that, then don't make any demands. Don't make any kind of, you can't really ask for anything. You know what I mean? And in order to find a good man or a woman, you gotta be a good man or a good woman yourself. Otherwise, you're taking a shot in the dark every single day. You cannot expect to find a good man or a good woman if you're not a good man or a good woman. You can't expect to find a man that has a job, a car, and a house if you don't have a job, a car, and a house. You gotta be able to bring something to the table as well. Good men know that. Good women know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Holla at your boy. Peace.